truly a pleasure and a great honor to be here. We are here with respect on behalf of the Pantheon communities of Canada and the Greek Canadian communities of Canada to commemorate the genocide with you. Pantheon Greeks are the Hellenes who settled the Black Sea area of Asia Minor in about 785 BC, and who lived in peace and harmony with their Armenian brothers and sisters for thousands of years. The Armenian Genocide was indeed an unprecedented event in human history, both in terms of the misery and destruction that it exacted. Many have called it the first Holocaust of the 20th century, but sadly it's not the last. Today we are here to remember and acknowledge the horrors and atrocities that were faced by the Armenian people, to never forget the systematic and institutionalized slaughter that was perpetrated on the Armenian nation, and the attempted dismantling of Armenian culture. Today we reaffirm our commitment to stand against such barbarous acts which must never again be allowed to happen. Sadly, there are still some people who deny the very existence of the genocide. To those who question these events, there are numerous reports, books, articles, and eyewitness accounts from many different sources that detail the truth. Attempts to falsify the record only insult the memory of those who suffered or perished. This is why events such as this gathering here today are vital, to shout out the truth, to amplify our memories, and to let them resonate in a historical record. In the Turkey of today, the Armenian genocide denial has somehow been transformed into a national document. Genocide denial is taught in schools and is supported by the state. Anyone who dares to deviate from the official line is labeled a traitor. I believe we all know just how hard the Turkish government works to prevent any government from recognizing the Armenian genocide. In fact, the current Turkish Prime Minister has asked countries that have formally recognized the genocide to apologize to Turkey for doing so. What an interesting twist of fate. But there is a certain irony to this genocide denial. And what do I mean by this? In 1918, Ottoman dignitaries and politicians spoke plainly about the truth of the genocide. They would fully admit to what had happened in their parliament. There were editorials in Turkish newspapers lamenting and decrying the great crimes against the Christian minorities. And architects of the genocide were rounded up in court-martial. But what is astounding today is that the Turkish state claims all of this is a myth, a great big lie. Put another way, anyone who says in present-day Istanbul, or Constantinople as I prefer, what the dignitaries and politicians admitted to in 1918 can find themselves facing prosecution under the law for defaming Turkey. As one who denounced the genocide, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk himself, founder of modern Turkey, would have been imprisoned. To my mind, every passing anniversary of the genocide represents a true milestone for the Armenian community. The enormity of the events that were unleashed in 1915 have undoubtedly scarred the Armenian nation, but the Armenian people have persevered. Armenian people are survivors. The vibrancy and success of the Armenian diasporas worldwide, coupled with over 2,500 years of history and counting, is a testament to this. My message to you today is simple. We can never forget. We, as the Greeks of Pondos, share your pain of the past and are prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. We all know too well what death marches are, what deportations and relocations are. We've walked that road with you. We will walk step by step with you, our Armenian brothers and sisters, to let the world know what really happened, to stop the truth from being undone, and to seek the justice that is yet to be delivered. To prevent genocide in the future, we must start by recognizing and acknowledging the reality of genocide in the past. The Armenian genocide was truly tragic. However, it would be an even greater tragedy if we were to forget it ever happened. This is the message we must give to our youth. For today, we are all Armenian. Thank you.